of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Ay. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
What is that? 19. I'm here. 24.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And running with power here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gurley again here on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Check back.
From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Good set. Great team. Take it in.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set. 18. 24. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hammer. To you. 51 to Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Slam. Check. Fresno. Deuce. Kill.
On first down, Watson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Record.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
That's the score for the Eagles. 10, Jets 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Where's the tap? 19! 24! Watch twist!
They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Philip Lindsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Switch.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, Charlie! Screen! Watch the screen! My game!
Silver.
And they are going for it. Darnold, and it's caught by Herndon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Hey, alert 3.
Hey, orbit!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
My game! Here it comes! Hey, Steve 6! He's coming!
Throwing again is Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he handed in. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Oh, yeah. 24. Here we go.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. Completes this to Waring. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
We're set. 19. 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Johnson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From his end zone, 3rd and long for Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's going to be a long day. Bang, bang. The lady. Bang, bang.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Watson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Darnold. Pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Bravo!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Lopez. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6 6-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 39. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
First down, Jets.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
At the 38-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Darnold to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In for the score. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Golden Eagles 19, Jets 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 55 to Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 55. Mike 55. Push him back.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hart. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
We got 4. We got 4. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Young lady.
Jumping, jumping.
Sit. Young lady.
6 guys.
Check, 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 check.
Now a tip carry for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Good move by Duke. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go to Johnson again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back now in Mexico City. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 43. Check 45.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Down, he's coming. Play.
Now it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey,
It's caught at the 10. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll try the left side. Anthony. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His fifth touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Rosas to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Golden Eagles 19, Jets 14. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Gurley. Breaks through the contact. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air again, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. We're down.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jannard Avery, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now it's Lindsey, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. That's it. Shoot. Check the backer. Back. Check 52. 24.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They try right side here, Gurley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Poster, popping your project.